So let's now make sure that we are not working with hard-coded data in the templates, but that instead the data is coming from Python. For the moment, we'll just set up some dummy data in the views.py file. So here I want to have my posts variable, let's say, and that should be a list of posts. And in here, I want to have a couple of posts. Again, as mentioned before, soon that data will be coming from a database. For the moment, it's just this dummy data. Now, every post here could just be a dictionary. A dictionary with a couple of keys. For example, with a slug key, which identifies this post. So this is like an ID. It's a unique identifier, just a search engine friendly one. And here we could have hike in the mountains for this first post, which is about hiking in the mountains. We also want to specify the image that should be used here. And there I want to use that mountains JPEG file. So I'll name this mountains JPEG. Or give this a value of mountains JPEG. I'll also add an author field and say Maximilian. And I'll add a date field. And now I want to construct a date here. For this, to build a date here, we can of course import something from the Python standard library. From the datetime package, we can import date. And then here call date as a function and pass in our year, let's say 2021, our month, let's say July, like this, and our day, let's say 21st. And that's now the date for this blog post, let's say. Now we definitely also want the title. So here I'll use that dummy title I already used before in my post HTML file, mountain hiking. I'll just copy that and add this here as a title. And I want to have an excerpt for this preview. And the excerpt, of course, should just be this excerpt, which we also have in post HTML, this here. Copy that and add this here as an excerpt without a line break though, that's important. You can also create a multi-line string here if you don't want to exceed the width of this screen. And then of course we want to have the content, the actual content which will be rendered on the post detail HTML page. And there I'll also just copy this text here again, this dummy text. And add this here. And here I will actually create a multi-line string to make this a bit easier to read. And then here we have basically all that text here. So let me just copy all of that, paste that in, and we should be fine. So this is now our post. It's of course still dummy data, obviously. It's still data we're not really managing in a database. It's still hard-coded, but it's now coming from Python. So from a templates point of view, it will be dynamic data because it will then just be passed to a template soon. And that's why I want to manage it here, because it's closer to a real application. And as mentioned before, we're going to add a database later. Now we need more data than just one dummy post, and therefore to also save you some time, attached you find my current state of the views.py file, which does not just contain this one first post, but two other posts as well. So you can then copy my posts list here and replace yours with it if you want to. And therefore, now that we got that all set up, let's make sure that we also use that data in the templates.